I check this one, okay? All right.
Okay, the next one is blade de-ice OAT sensor.
Blade de-ice OAT
Outside
sensor.
temperature.
That is this item right here. Okay, again, what you're checking is general condition security. Make sure it's not broken here. And then I reach because the actual probe is inside. This is a cover, and the probe is inside. So I reach around and make sure that probe is there secured, okay? Everybody come and reach around. Feel for it.
Blade de-ice.
Just no pressure, okay? You just want to touch it. Okay. Sensors or gauges, what are they called? Indicators. All right, right there. Those two things popping up with hose.
Yeah.
Two latches. Pull down on the lock. Pull up, and it locks into place. There's two positions. First position, second position. Okay. And then in order to unlock it, you pull down, and then you come back here, and you secure the latches. All right. Unlock it. What are we checking? Once again, general condition security. Make sure all these cables are secure. There's nothing loose, and there's no tools or file left up in here, okay? Just a quick overview. Everything looks secured. Everything looks connected. There you go. So stuff like this is what we got to look for, okay? What is this called?
Cable tighter?
No, this is considered FOD. Foreign object damage, okay? Yeah. This really won't do any much damage up here. However, we don't leave any loose pieces of stuff like this in the aircraft, okay? Good eye.
Engine mirror.
Antennas down here. We have your radar altimeter antennas. We have your glide slope antenna, and then that is the Garmin antenna down there, okay? And making sure, and what you're really looking for when you look down here is make sure there's no holes. Yeah. And make sure that the crew before you didn't land on a pole, and now you take the aircraft line, and when you come back, it's going to be your fault. Okay? Yeah. All right, so no damage down here. And the last thing is, so which one is the search light and which one's the landing light? Search light. Very good. And it looks like they didn't store it properly yet last night, okay? Yeah. And then we have the search light, or the landing light, I'm sorry, landing light. And there's limitations associated with these things, with the exception of the cockpit. There's a bunch. Go ahead and read number one.
Cockpit door.
Cockpit door. Open it. Make sure it works properly, freely. Make sure it's secured properly. It's not hanging. Okay, this cockpit door looks good. Next thing.
Harness check.
Okay. Seat belts. This seat belt is good. Looking to make sure they're not frayed, okay, or damaged. These are your seat belts. This is your harness. Okay. I pull briefly here. See, this one is reaching a point where it needs to be replaced, but it's still acceptable. Holy crap, is it acceptable? Man, look at this thing. Jesus. Wow. All right, so you pull on it, make sure it's free. Okay. And the last thing is, this is your buckle. Okay. All right, next thing. This is your support fairing, and this is your step. Okay. And this is your position light. We try not to leave doors open unsecured or unsupervised, okay? Because if we leave the door open and we go to the tail, there may be an aircraft that lands next to you and it's gonna break that door. Yeah. Okay? All right. Landing gear. What else? Okay. Window. You reach around here. Window. Okay. And this is the latch to secure it and open it. Okay. You pull down on it and secure it and close it. You pull it up. So everybody cycle through. Okay. And if you decide that you want to fly with these windows open because it's hot, this is how you secure it open. Okay. Yeah. Including when you're over there. If you're flying and you want to leave the door open or the window open while you're flying, secure it, because if not in flight, it's going to be going like this. Okay. All right. Next thing.
Yeah, sir.
Do you see the probe?
Yeah.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah, that's like.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So you guys see it?
Yeah, sir. Okay.
All right. And bottom line, what you're doing is you're making sure that thing. You know what 3 points of contact is?
Yeah.
What is it?
2 hands, 1 feet, or 2 feet, 1.
There you go.
Yes.
3 points of contact. Okay. And in order to open this, you just rotate, or to secure it, rotate, make sure it secures in place. Okay. Go ahead, somebody open that. Okay. Hand here. We got handholds right here. Okay. We have a handhold here, and a handhold here. Okay. Come up top. I come here. Touch the pitot cover or the pitot tube, make sure it's not obstructed. Okay, it's nice and secured. And I look inside the engine inlet, make sure there's no fog, no bird dust, no grass or whatever. All right. Nose latches, okay? Pull up, pull this. Okay. Never ever pull here. Okay. These things are pretty weak, and I've seen somebody pull hard, break, and they've fallen off the aircraft. Okay. These are your handles to open and close this cover. If you give it a pull and it's a little bit stuck, like it is now, what I do is I come up here, put the pressure close to the beads here. Okay. Do not put pressure here. As you notice, it's kind of weak. Okay. So I put pressure on the beads, relieving pressure from the access cover, and then with the heel, kick the whispers until it opens.
Yeah.
And then I jump down here, and slowly I open it. Okay. This has a lock or a stop that will stop it from going forward. Okay. However, I have also seen those things fail, and people go like this, and the entire thing goes whack. So nice and slow, open it. Make sure that it locks in place, okay? Not really locks. All right, so up here we also have 5 things that we check, right? There's 3 in the pump, and then 2 in the area, okay? What are they?
Control access cover.
Okay, control access.
Okay, control access cover.
Red petty tube check. This is
No.
orange unit check.
Right here. Read the whole thing right there.
Okay, check flight controls.
Okay, flight controls. What you're doing is you're going all the way from your trim actuators on back to your pilot assist, through the MMU, through your servos, and back to the swash plate, okay? Again, general condition, make sure there's no breaking or no breakage in the linkage, okay? There's nothing completely loose, okay? So flight controls, check. Next thing.
Okay, hydraulics reservoir.
Okay, the reservoirs. You check them right here. There's a sight gauge on the side of each pump. We have 3 pumps. The backup, number 1, number 2. Okay.
Yes.
We have a black, a green, and a red. Black means it's over serviced. Green is where it's supposed to be, and red it's low. Okay. So what you want to make sure there's a white square thing there.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. You want to make sure that that square is actually the front of that square. It's in the green area. Okay. Now.
If it's in black, no problem.
No, if
No,
it's
it's
black
not
is over serviced,
Yes, our service.
you're supposed to deservice it. Okay. Now, it is allowed to be in the over service when the fluid is hot up to 3/8 of an inch. Okay. 3/8 of an inch is about yay much. Okay. Bottom line is, if it's in the over service, I always ask the maintenance guys to deservice it. Okay. So fluid quantity level, make sure it's in the green. Okay. Next thing.
Next thing, filter indicators.
Filter indicators, we have 2. All right, right here. You want to make sure that these filter indicators are not popped. Okay, a lot of people put pressure on them. Do not put too much pressure because they do reset. They do reset. So if the button is popped, leave it alone and call maintenance. Okay, so once again, 2 on each pump. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Filter indicators. Okay, next thing.
And security check area. So
Hold on, we're missing some things. There we go. The temp labels is right here. You're allowed to have up to 3 of those dots black. If the fluid starts to run a little bit too hot, those temp labels are going to start to turn black. Okay, as the temperature increases, the second dot goes black. If it gets more hot, then the third one gets hot, and then if the fourth one gets hot, then it's no good. You're allowed to have up to 3 dots. Okay. All right. Next thing. Indicators right here. Okay. Get it? You see it?